Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of PCs and EVs. In today's video, you guys actually joined me from my girlfriend's 2021 RAV4 Hybrid XLE. This is the car we're going to be trading in. We're actually going to be selling it to CarMax. I've got the quote from them here, where they'll be giving us $38,000 for it. And we'll be using that money to go towards our 2022 Bolt EUV Premier. We decided to end up going with the Sun and Sound package based on availability, and it looks like we should be getting our vehicle here within the next 2 weeks. What that means for us, I'm going to be doing a lot of content on this vehicle here before we get rid of it. I'll be doing a 6-month review. I'll be doing probably a fuel efficiency test at 75 miles an hour. And I'll be doing like my least and most favorite features of this vehicle video as well. We found a Bolt EUV in transit that didn't have a deposit on it, and a dealership that has very low dealer dock fees, has no additional markup, and is honoring the GM $6,300 2022 rebate. And we're excited. I don't have a VIN for it yet, but the vehicle itself is already relatively close to us. It's within the state that the dealership is in. We have it reserved and everything for us. We're waiting on the invoice. Yes, I'm sure all of you Bolt EUV owners out there know the story, that GM has currently been pretty slow with getting invoices to dealers. My girlfriend's pumped. She's excited to make the jump to electric. Now, the numbers and the equation has changed since we last talked about getting that vehicle. Around me, the electrical companies have decided to raise their rates from about 18 cents per kilowatt paid by the customer to about 32 cents per kilowatt paid by the customer. I don't really understand how they're able to, in one swoop, raise their rate that much, but that's not for me to know or anything. It's frustrating that they're able to raise their rates that much, but there's nothing really we can do about it. It does still save my girlfriend a significant amount of money per year, even with gas prices having gone down a little bit. With our current electrical rates, this car compared to that car, she'll still end up saving about $500 or $600 a year if she drives 15,000 miles in a year. Honestly, that's kind of like our tipping point. It's a cheaper initially car. The MSRP on the one we're getting is stickers technically like 42. After the discounts and everything, it's 35 and a little bit of change. So we're extremely excited about that. Now, we are getting one that is in the Gray Ghost Metallic with the black interior. We are not getting one with Super Cruise. Honestly, neither of us was really enamored with Super Cruise or anything. We still haven't technically driven a Bolt, but we have my Ioniq 5, obviously, that you guys have seen plenty of content on, and I presume it'll drive relatively similar to that. Honestly, from what I understand, all electric cars drive pretty similarly. Obviously, it's not a direct one-to-one, but it should be close enough for comparison. What we compromised on by going with this specific vehicle, we're paying about $2,400 more for it, and what it will have for that is it's going to have a sunroof. It's actually going to be a panoramic sunroof, unlike in her RAV4 Hybrid, which just has a normal sunroof. It's going to add the upgraded speaker setup, which her RAV4 Hybrid didn't have, and it's going to obviously be front-wheel drive compared to all-wheel drive, which she's used to, but this is her first all-wheel drive car. She said she isn't going to miss it. With her RAV4 Hybrid, a lot of the times that she's been driving, she's been able to get around 40 to 44 miles per gallon. Obviously, we'll be running that through our 75 mile an hour highway test, like I said, and I'm just excited to see how it does, get some last bits of content out on this thing, and say goodbye and welcome this new electric car into the family. Now, what do we lose going from the RAV4 Hybrid to the Bolt EUV? Honestly, not much. Obviously, you lose the gas engine, you get the bigger battery. Because this is a hybrid, I can go about half a mile on electric only if I'm careful with it. Probable biggest thing that would change is going to be trunk space. The Bolt EUV does not have nearly as much cargo capacity now. With her not commuting long distances and everything anymore, it should not be an issue. Previously, she would have had to lug a lot of stuff around to go from one location to another. Based on her driving, she's not going to go probably more than 80 miles in a day, except maybe once a month. And on those days, it'd be maybe 200 miles in a day. So plenty for the Bolt EUV. Worst case scenario, she'll have to do a small top up at a DC fast charger, which would take 20 minutes at most that she'd need to make it to her destination. Should be a non-issue. Now, upgrades that the Bolt EUV has compared to a RAV4 hybrid. First one that I notice, this still has cloth seats. She'll be getting heated and ventilated leather seats in that vehicle. This one just has heated seats. She'll be getting the panoramic roof compared to just the regular roof. She will be getting the 360 surround view on the cameras. She's very, both of us realistically, we're very excited about. I love that from my Ioniq 5. She was jealous because my previous RAV4 Prime had it and her RAV4 hybrid did not. She'll be getting the better sound system. She's a big audio quality snob. I forgot to mention the one other thing she will be losing is the Bolt EUV does not have a spare tire, unlike her RAV4 hybrid. And we actually did have to use that with our car briefly. But a little bit more about the CarMax experience. We set our car up to be sold. We got it appraised online and everything like that. Went into a dealer to confirm our appraisal amount and everything. Everything checked out just like it did last time with her Corolla. And she's getting $3,200 more than what sticker on this vehicle is after about 14,000 miles, which is, it's just nutty what you can do with cars nowadays. Anyways, guys, if you guys are interested in some RAV4 hybrid content, make sure you let me know. I'm getting very excited to make some Bolt content for you guys. I'm going to be letting her use the Ioniq 5 for a bit while I get used to the Bolt and everything, so expect to see that a lot more shortly after we get rid of this vehicle.